I'm Todd Lofton, principal at Hellstern Middle School, and we'd like to welcome you to our band concert tonight. I want to tell you what a joy it is to work with your kids every day. They are amazing, and I know that you will be able to hear that tonight. Tonight, the performance is going to be recorded. DVD order forms are located in your program insert, and these orders may be turned into the front lobby. Also, just as a show of respect to our kids and the hard work that they put in all year, if you have a cell phone, if you would, let's take a moment and make sure that it's on silent. I'll join you to model. Okay. If a young child gets restless, if you would take them into the hallway through the side doors, just to show respect to our students up here. And then also pictures can be taken, but if you have a flash, if you would make sure that's off. I'd like to introduce a great teacher within our school. She does a lot of work, spectacular work with our kids, staying after school, working with them, spending time with them in class. If you would, let's welcome Ms. Hupton to the stage.
Well, I wanted to start off by saying that this is one of my favorite days of the school year because I have personally witnessed the transformation these students have made since the first day of school. September 3rd was our deadline to have instruments and actually our first day to make our first sounds. Not notes, sounds. How many of you remember those sounds? Some of you are like, they still make those sounds. No, they've gotten a lot better. Those first sounds eventually turned into notes, then phrases, and then eventually songs. In only 3 months, these students have learned how to assemble and disassemble their instruments, how to oil, grease, swab their instruments, how to properly hold their instruments with the correct posture, how to form an embouchure in order to make a tone on their mouthpieces, how to play their first notes, and how to read music with simple and complex rhythms. What you are about to witness tonight is the result of students making a commitment to practice and work hard to make improvements daily. Playing an instrument for the first time is not easy. If it were easy, anybody could do it. These students have shown tremendous discipline and dedication while in band. I look forward to working with them the rest of the school year because it is an honor to stand in front of these talented students and respectful students. They have been a dream. Our first piece on the program is a musical play in which will include student actors, the band, and our guest teacher actor. I would like to introduce you to our guest actor, Mr. Barrett, who is one of Hellstern's awesome 7th grade science teachers.
Once upon a time, there was an old gray goose who lived on a farm. The farm belonged to a lady whom everyone called Aunt Rhody.
For my holiday dinner this year before he gets too tough to eat.
Aunt Rhody Herody's neighbor on the next farm was Pierre, the French chef.
Bonjour, Aunt Rhody. What can I do for you on this beautiful day?
Well, I'd like to borrow your big roasting pan. I'm going to cook that old gray goose for my holiday dinner.
Oh, mon Dieu, don't cook the old gray goose. Perhaps you'll change your mind after you have eaten some of my hot cross buns.
Oh, those hot cross buns were very tasty, Pierre. But tomorrow I'm still going to cook that old gray goose.
But how can you be so cruel?
Well, I'm no more cruel than that girl Mary. Haven't you heard the gossip about her?
What gossip?
Well, I heard that for dinner the other night, Mary had a little lamb.
Pierre was very upset, so that night he went to see the old gray goose.
Did you know, mon ami, that Aunt Rhody was planning on having you for her holiday dinner?
Delightful! And what is she serving?
You daft duck! Quick, run down to the river and take me a rowboat. Row away as fast as you can.
Next morning, Pierre went to see Aunt Rhody and told her how he warned the old gray goose and gave him the rowboat.
Oh, that's all right, Pierre. I was really fond of that old gray goose, but I never could have cooked him. As a matter of fact, I miss him already.
Just then the old gray goose came waddling over the hill.
Don't cry, Aunt Rhody. I knew you would never be mean enough to cook me. Oh, dear. I'm so sorry you had to run away and row down the river in the cold night air. Well, at least something good happened on the way down the river. I met a new friend. His name is Turkey Lurkey. Would you care to meet him sometime, Aunt Rhody? Oh, I certainly would. I certainly would.
The old gray goose, Aunt Rhody, and Pierre all laughed and then joined hands and danced a lively polka.
Let's give it up for Mr. Barrett. Also, our Aunt Rhody is our French horn player, Will Hodge. Pierre, the French chef, Steele Engelman. And our old gray goose, Jackson Wisdom. Our band has the privilege of meeting in classes of like instruments. In each instrument class, students have the opportunity to spend their entire time focused on lessons centered around the instrument they play. Students also have more individual attention concerning their playing assessments compared to a full band setting. What you see and hear on stage is not the product of only one band director. We have a team of band directors who meet with their classes, as you see noted in your program. These band directors also lead bands at Central Junior High and HAR-BER High School. Our Hellstern band directors are Mr. Michael Post, Mr. Brian Watt, and Mr. C.J. Morris. If they could come out and we could recognize them. Also here tonight is our HAR-BER High School band director, Mr. Jeremy Ford, who is here not only as a band director tonight, but also as an HMS band parent. We hope your child loves band and chooses to continue on in the junior high and high school levels with these directors. This past October, our HMS band students got to go on a field trip to the new Wildcat Stadium to see the Springdale High School and HAR-BER High School bands perform their marching shows. Our students returned to school with great excitement about being in the high school band someday soon. We're going to go ahead and continue in our program for our next piece called Fanfare Heroica. Students progress in their method books by performing individual assessments, which we call pass-offs. There are 13 pass-offs in the red book, book 1, and there are 12 pass-offs in the blue book, book 2. In order for students to qualify to even be in the junior high band program, students must complete their red book pass-offs by the end of the school year. The reason behind this requirement is skill level. If a student cannot perform certain skills in a small like instrument class setting, they are not set up to succeed in the full band in junior high. The average student will finish their red book pass-offs before the end of February of their beginning year. At that point, they will be given their blue book to work ahead onto more advanced musical skills needed for junior high. Students can perform pass-off assessments in the following ways: during class, after school on Wednesdays and Thursdays during after-school band tutoring, or by video recording sent via email. Students can record themselves or have a parent record themselves and email it to their teacher for their pass-off requirements. This year, we have already had students complete their red books in the first few months of playing. It's been very impressive this year, even in comparison to years in the past. Students, please stand to be recognized when your name is called. These are students who have completed their red book pass-offs already. Julia Staten, Isabel Umang, Diana Marrero, Lucas McDaniel, Mateo Campagnola, Troy Young, Carl Holt, Mary Catherine Dennis, Kenton Roberts, Drake Ford, and Jackson Wisdom. I would also like to recognize that Julia Staten has already passed her blue book, which is extremely advanced. Please give her a hand for that. Students, you may be seated. After students complete their blue books, they are ready to work ahead for their their junior high all-region music for next year. We've had several students who are very close to finishing their pass-offs in the red book and the blue book as well. Parents, we need your support and your encouragement to join us in motivating these students to practice at home for the goal of completing their assessments this year. Our goal is to get every student proficient and advanced in band. Our next piece on the program is one of our favorites. It may keep you dancing in your seats, The Good King Rocks. Starting in the second quarter, students competed for chair placement. The highest ranking a student can earn in their class is first chair. If you are currently sitting first chair on your instrument in your instrument class, please stand right now to be recognized. Also, if you have earned first chair at some point this year, please also stand to be recognized. Thank you, students. You may be seated. Some of them hog the first chair and some of them share it, is what I just noticed. When students joined band this year, we had a variety of background knowledge concerning musical vocabulary. Most students already knew what a solo, duet, and trio were. However, not as many knew what a soli was. The last piece we played had several soli sections, meaning only one section is playing the main melody. The next piece we will perform has several soli sections as well. It is a collaboration of Christmas tunes. This one is called The Colors of Christmas. On the green sheet inserted in your program, you will see some important upcoming events for the band. We will be preparing for the Solo and Ensemble Festival, which is later in February. Our spring concerts are May 4th. May the 4th be with you, that's what the kids say. And it's going to be here at HAR-BER on May 4th, and also May 8th at HMS. We will also be students will be auditioning for their junior high chair placements next spring, later in the spring. You will also see a holiday wish list for band students that may help guide you as you shop this Christmas season. On the back of the red program, we have instructions for dismissal that are noted after the concert. Tomorrow, students will be performing this concert for the HMS student body, which means students will need their instruments at school tomorrow, as well as their band shirts and jeans. Also, if you are not currently getting email or text reminders from the HMS band, please subscribe to the following by following instructions noted in the program. Once again, I'd like to thank the band staff, our HMS principals, Dr. Lofton, Mr. Donnell, Mrs. Harrison, our superintendent, Dr. Rollins, our HMS teachers, custodians, sound light crew, Springdale District TV for recording tonight, and the best band parents for being here tonight to show your support for our students performing. Following our final piece, I will explain to parents and students our dismissal plan since this is our very first concert. We hope you enjoy one of our favorites and our last piece, Jingle Bones, which is also Jingle Bells featuring our trombone section. I was trying not to say Bingle Jones. I said that one day, and now I get Bingle Bones, Jingle Jones, Jingle Bones. I got to say it right tonight. All right, we have one more piece for you. Please enjoy. This is a great time to take pictures. We're going to do one row at a time. Here we go. Next row, stand up. You can keep clapping. This is our percussion section and from the back row. Let's give it up one more time for the Hellstern Middle School Band.